All right, we're live.
We're going live. Should we say hi?
Yeah, you should come over and say hi.
Are we here? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. So we can come. Oh my gosh.
Okay. You're on.
Hello. Hey, welcome everybody. This is our second PTG meeting. We are going to go ahead and get this started. I am Robin Fody with PTG President. For everybody here, welcome. For everybody virtually, hello. We've got some cameras down here that you guys can't see, so if I look a little odd, we're all together. We're good. We're going to get this started so that we can get all the information we need to everybody and have a chance to get out of here. So we are going to get started by introducing Ms. Rosenwald and Mr. Hubert. Yay!
Oh, none of that. Short and sweet, that is our motto. First and foremost, thank you guys for joining us in person or virtually. Thank you to the PTG. We had great success at the open house and we attribute a lot of that to you guys. Thank you for your help with that. Kindergarten parents, kids should have received their new t-shirts. So that is thanks to the PTG and all of the membership fees, so thank you for that. And then we are still selling the ones that we have left, and then we're taking orders for, you know, if someone wants a second one, or for the older kids, first and second graders who may want the new design. So.
Besides that, once again, thanks for the PTG for last week. We're looking forward to 2 more open houses. We have first grade coming up tomorrow night from 6 to 8 here, and kindergarten next Wednesday also. So looking forward to seeing everybody at that. We have our Cold Bolt next week, which we're going to talk about a little bit later. We're so excited for that. Coming from the intermediate school last year, we did it for the first time ever last year at the intermediate school. So I'm excited to see how it's been for, I don't even know how many years, down here at the primary school. I've heard it's a well-oiled machine, so I'm looking forward to how the primary school does it. But thank you again for coming tonight. Thank you for all you do, and we'll hand it back over to Robin.
All right, guys, so we are going to get started. We apologize for not having agendas for everybody. We are going to email those out so that we all have them. So we're just going to kind of roll through some of the stuff that we've got going on. Just a heads up, at the end, so when we're all done, we are going to have some breakout sessions for the Halloween party, which is coming up, as well as the Colt Bolt. If you have any questions about the Colt Bolt or how it's running, or if you're volunteers, we'll be ready to go for both of those. So again, just some updates, some dates, right? So this week we have got the, he had mentioned first grade open house. Next week is kindergarten open house. If anybody wants to volunteer during those times, we are selling the time. We're having a time raffle, right? We have a lot of teachers and staff members that have donated their time to do some really great things with the kids. So those times are things like taking walks, having special lunches, extra play time, getting a piano lesson, getting a golf lesson. So those are some of the things that you can actually buy a raffle ticket to see if your child gets chosen for doing one of those special times with one of their teachers. So that is going to be at the open house. Make sure if you're first grade or kindergarten or second grade, if you missed it, feel free to come in and drop it in those raffles, right? But those are going to be for those times for everybody. So make sure that you are looking for that and your little one talks about it too. Spirit wear, next week is a busy week for us, guys. Spirit wear orders are due. We want to make sure that if you have not yet ordered your spirit wear, you can do that online. If you need or have any questions, go ahead and email the PTG email address, psptg@cvsd.net. We'll make sure we get all those questions to you. You can still send in your order forms, but again, you can also do this online.
The order forms are in the bins by the front door.
If you're coming in the front door, I don't know if you know this, if you are coming in the front door of the primary school, on the left, PTG has a big mailbox. It's brown, it's made out of wood, but any forms that you might need are also in that mailbox. So you can always just pick them up when you're coming and going as well. It's also, look for Tuesday mail. Those forms are in Tuesday mail as well. So just take a look at that, get your spirit wear ordered. And next week's the Colt Bolt. Again, this is a jogathon. Every single student has a chance to participate. We have got apples donated again by Brown's Orchard. We've got waters donated by Walmart, as well as Shop and Save. So we have a really great event for all the kids. Everybody will have a chance to walk over to the high school, really run around the track like 15 minutes, get them all crazy, right? And then send them all back. Do look for your teachers, because your teachers do have the colors of their shirts. Each class we kind of color code, right? So you have a shirt that you're going to have that did go out in Tuesday mail. Okay.
There was one change. There was one change to the colors. Mrs. Cottom's class is not brown; they will be black.
Yes. Cottom switched from only class that was brown to begin with, so they are now black. So if you're in Cottom, you're wearing black. There is no spectators. So with the have spectators coming, they do a really good job. If you follow the CVSD Flickr page, they do a really great job of taking a lot of pictures of the kids, like hundreds of pictures of the kids that day. So take a look at that. You might see your little one running. It's also easier to print them out because if yours is wearing green, you're looking for the green kids, right? Everybody that's wearing a green shirt when you're looking through those hundreds and hundreds of pictures. So easy way to kind of look through them. But the Flickr page, CVSD does have a Flickr page that they do post some of those pictures on. So it's a great way to kind of watch or volunteer, right, coming in.
We do have 2 people that did the sign up incorrectly, so we will have a couple spots opening up. So if somebody is interested, particularly if you want to just tell me when,
Yep.
I could probably just add you in.
So that's the Colt Bowl. It is next week, right? Lots of fun. Make sure your kids are wearing their tennis shoes because again, they are going to be running. But a really great event for the kids and it's a great fundraiser for us. So don't forget to send in your donations as well. You can do that online. You can send in a check. Go ahead. So signs, you want to start sending them in now. They are just going into the office. You want to just send in their sign. Yes, they need to be in by Wednesday, Thursday. They are getting put up in the field on Thursday night. So if your sign needs to be in the PS by Thursday morning, because we are going to actually put them up around the field by Thursday evening.
And then just to add, in addition to signs, because we get this question a lot, typically what's been done in the past, I don't know if it's going to change, but second and first graders are able to take their signs home with them. Typically we get them down that day and they come home that same day.
Or the next morning.
Or the next morning. However, kindergartners, because they're smaller, I believe that the teachers will keep them when they do their conferences. So if you have a kindergartner, don't expect it to come home, but do expect to pick it up at your child's conference.
Right. So your teachers will have all of the signs if you're in kindergarten. The signs are kind of the same size as our kindergartners. So it's a lot, right, to try to fit them on the buses. So just kind of keep that in mind. They will be coming home at the different times, but first graders, second graders do look for that.
So the only other thing on the sign up Genius for the Colt Bowl volunteers, we still have a grand total of 0 people signed up to help put the signs up on Thursday night, and I know Kelly would really like people to come and do that. It's 6 p.m. on Thursday night, so if you're available to come and help zip tie the signs to the fences that night before, hop on that volunteer schedule and sign up.
Well, fun, guys. It's nice. There's no sun. It's not hot. Go ahead.
We have our signs with us tonight. Can you leave them tonight?
Yep, you can leave them here. We will take them. So we're good. So everybody good? Colt Bowl? Excited? All right. So just some other things. Box tops. Guys, we have got a box top competition. If your classroom has 300 box tops, you win. Straight set. That's easy, right? So as a team, as a classroom, if you get 300 box tops between your classroom is going to get extra playtime regardless. So this is a really great opportunity. Remember to send those in. We have until the end of 26th or so of October to get those box tops in. So make sure you are sending those in. If you have them now, send them in before you forget, and then any extra ones, send them later, right? Put your child's name on it, put their classroom, their teacher, or class number, what their room number is, both if you can remember it. We know, right? But both if you remember it, so send everything in. Just send them in. Your teachers do know how to get those to the PTG. We'll get those counted and go for it. So go ahead and get those in. Go ahead. 50. If you can separate them into 50s, that's awesome.
50 per bag.
I was stapling them, someone told me that I could staple them to tape, but then I just thought maybe you're not supposed to staple them to the page now, so that's not a thing anymore?
If the pages are put together, they can be stapled, they can be taped, as long as they are secure on the page. What you worry about is if it falls off, right? We don't want to see random box tops falling off. Right? Super glue,
I think the problem with the staples came in that people were stapling it over like the date, and we can't. They need to be able to see the expiration date.
Right? Super glue, tape them, right? Stick them in an envelope. However you get them to us, we will take them because it's really beneficial for the kids and stuff. So send them in. And like I said, who doesn't like extra playtime, right? They'll be in the indoor playground, the dragon room. If you haven't seen it, take a look at it on your way to the right. It's in this little room here. They have a chance to see what that looks like, and the classrooms get to play it. So they really enjoy it. And like I said, it's only 300 for your classroom to win that extra time. So work together. Make sure we're working on that one. Halloween party's coming up. It is a half day. Remember that the Halloween party, your kids are coming dressed in their Halloween gear. No weapons, right? So if you're a cop, we don't bring the extra gun. If you are a knight, don't bring the sword. So just kind of remember that for your Halloween costumes. That is that day. They're pretty much coming in, having a party, and we're sending them home. They do have the Halloween parade that morning. You will get more information on that, so you can come and watch your child parade outside. It's really great. All the kids have a chance to come through, and they do a Halloween parade for us. So that is a lot of fun. So that is open to everybody, to all parents. So if you're not on the Halloween party, you can still watch your kid kind of come through that parade. So just kind of keep that in mind. You are going to get more information coming. It is a half day. It is the morning for that. Go ahead.
Yeah. The parade day is the 28th, which is a half day.
29th.
29th, which is a half day.
29th? No.
The parade, we have parents that you're allowed to come and start to park at 9:30. And then the parade will start at 9:45, and we have a half an hour time slot for each child. 45 minutes, so everyone gets there. We're not going to cut the parade short, but parents come, start parking at 9:30 and find your spot. And as always, please use patience and caution when you're coming up. There's a lot of kids and everyone's outside and parents parking, and so.
Are we parking across the street here?
We're working on parking.
The question that was asked for those of you watching online is where are we parking, and that question is still in the process of being answered. Typically we've had to park across the street due to construction, but as the construction changes, protocol changes. So as soon as we find that out, we'll let everybody know.
Watch your Tuesday mail, watch your announcements from your teacher as well. So they should have all that information coming out to you. So as soon as we know what it is, we'll absolutely come out to everybody.
So it's the 29th and nothing's happening on the 31st. Did I hear that right?
Right.
We chose to do it on that half day, and
Right.
that also got away from, we have parents that have kids in multiple schools.
Right.
And so
IS is
the
31st.
31st, so to get away from parents that had to choose one child over the other.
Right.
We decided to go with the half day, because that makes it just a really fun sort of half day, and that's pretty much all they do.
Yep.
is Halloween.
So if you, for everybody in line, they asked about the half day. The IS is on the 31st, not the 29th. So if you have kids in both.
They're gonna get ready for the parade around 9:30. They're gonna come out and parade 9:45 to 10:30ish, and then they're gonna have a party from 10:30 to 11:15, and then they're gonna clean up and be dismissed
Go
by
home.
11:45.
Right.
So it's basically a really fun day for them.
Right. So that's how this works. This has happened. Broadcast failed. Sorry, something.
Do we know who the lead parents are yet? Like, I don't think we've gotten any.
So
That's me.
yes.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Today,
So yeah, we're waiting on. Is it back on?
So go ahead.
The deadline to get everything in was yesterday. I'm still waiting on 2 leads to turn everything in. So as soon as I get that.
So we wouldn't do everybody at one time. We have 2 people that have not handed their stuff in.
But other than that, we're like 90% there. So my goal is to have everything sent, have PDFs ready to be sent to everybody on Friday in regards to who's doing what and when.
A lot of parents for some of the classes, they know about the holiday. If you're, or not the holiday, if you're on the Halloween party, those moms, a lot of them do know that they're working with that Halloween party, so they have time to prepare. It's a month, but it does give them that time. So, but just keep looking at it, look for it for about the next week. Everybody should know who's on their parents and so on and so forth. Go the other way. Okay. All right, so we're gonna keep going. So Sarah's Candy. Sarah's is a huge fundraiser for us as well, and it's a Sarah's Candy fundraiser. It is starting on the 31st on Halloween. So look for that information to be coming home, but just remember your Sarah's Candy orders, order them through us. It is the same cost if you go through the fundraiser versus if you buy them in the stores. So hit up your friends, right? Hit up your family. It's an easy fundraiser. All those items are back in, right, and ready to go before the holiday. So we'll have them all for Christmas. So if you're using them for your planning, your party, the whole 9 yards, you should be good to go with that. We are having a Square One art this fall. We are looking for somebody to chair it.
Desperately.
Putting it out there again. Square One Arts. Anybody that wants to
Kathy
chair
just
it.
sent you, Jen.
Kathy, congratulations. You have won. Chair. Yeah, chair for Square One Arts. So we are working diligently with the art teachers to find out when we're going to get all those handprints for the kids so that we can have that. It is a great fundraiser for people, and it's great for Christmas, right? So you can get everything from pot holders to t-shirts to bags to magnets. Lots of fun stuff that you can have a lot of things together. So look for that to come home. Square One Art, for anybody that does not know, again, that is where your child makes something and you can purchase things with that something
They
on
make
it.
it with their handprint.
And it's with a handprint. So we've made fish, we've had birds, we've had, I don't know what my daughter made last year. it was something, but it didn't turn out the way that I thought it was going to. It was beautiful though. It was really cute, and it has her name, and they were super cute. So lots of fun. Grandparents love it. Parents love it. It's a good idea. So Square One Art, look for that information to be coming home, but they are going to be doing it. If you haven't already, parent-teacher conferences, again, you do sign up for those when you come for your open house. So second graders already signed up for some of theirs. First graders, kindergartners, you will sign up for your parent-teacher conferences when you come for open house. So look for that in your teacher's classroom. If you missed, email your teacher, make sure you get your date. Those are going to be over November 5th and 6th. Remember, no school. So that's November 5th and 6th is your parent-teacher conferences. We are having our holiday movie night. December 7th, we are going to get more information coming out about that, but we are having our holiday movie night December 7th. Mark your calendars. Again, I'm just running through dates. First grade art shows December 12th through the 13th. So that's a concert in art. So first graders, everybody gets a concert they put on. They're super cute. So those are in the 2 days, the 12th and 13th. Holiday party. It's going to be December 21st. That is not a half day, so that is the whole day. So the parties will be in the afternoon. We will give you more information on that later, but there's the holiday parties. Still looking no hassle fundraising if you haven't already. I'm just kind of rolling through my list, guys. Haven't already, sign up. Shop and Save card, Amazon Smile, super easy ways to fundraise and not having to do anything. Switch to my other side. In January, we also have our bingo night coming on. So we have got a fun family bingo going on January 18th. Mark calendars. Again, more information will come out. We do have some chairs for that. So again, note that we have a chance to get all of that information to you. As soon as we have it, we will send it out. Again, extra things, right? Valentine's Day, February is packed full of stuff. You've got Valentine's Day party on the 14th. Prime time reading is going to be February 28th. For anybody that does not know prime time reading, the kids actually, it's a drop-off event. Your kids come in, they actually get a chance to get a lot of books read to them, do some fun activities. So it's a really great couple of hours for the kids. The Sarah Spring fundraiser is going to also be at the end of February, so look for that. We're good for those. Field trips, everybody knows where we're going, right? Kindergarten, you're going to the aviary. First grade, you are going to the Children's Museum. Second graders, you are going to Meadowcroft. Everybody has the dates of your classroom are going, so just a reminder, that's when they are going for those. Second grade concerts are in May for all of those. Colored Colt course, we have our color run, that's going to be in May. Just again, going over the dates again. We've got our field day, it's coming up at the end of May, May 31st. Going with Earth Day, we do have Earth Day. We're looking for some extra people to shadow.
So we had a question about the concerts. So they were asking, is there a kindergarten concert? And
Yep.
the answer is yes, but
Spring.
it is in the spring. So Robin will get there in just a second, but the first grade concert will be in December.
Yep. Kindergarten and second grade are spring concerts. So we're going to see those dates. Those will be coming up. Second grade is in May. Kindergarten is right around that time. It's a pretty May.
Do we have dates for those?
Did we do the date on the kindergarten? We're looking at the principals now.
We do.
We're getting nods of yes. It's coming. Here we go. Diligent. Here we
Please
go.
hold.
Please hold.
Please hold.
We'll circle around.
This is where the circle would be circling. Everybody's ready.
Please.
Buffering.
No pressure, guys. We're
April 9th,
April 9th,
April 10th,
10th,
and April 11th.
and 11th. The 9th, 10th, 11th. So those are going to be your kindergarten concerts. So mark your calendars, guys. April 9th, 10th, 11th. That's right before Easter this year, is it not?
It's like a week before.
Right before Easter. So right before our break. And that'll be really cute. They do a lot of really cute things. with
We
those.
just went over the question was what about first grade? The first grade concert and art shows are December 12th and 13th.
Those are holiday.
All of that stuff will also come
And everything is going to be in Tuesday mail. So look for all the information that's coming out in Tuesday mail. It's all going to be written down. Your teachers will be reminding you as well. You can watch the Facebook pages. They will have all of those announcements. Throughout the year as well, as you get pictures, first day of school, right? If your kid's going to Halloween, we're going to be taking pictures of our kids before we get on the bus. Remember that we have an email alias, psyearbook@outlook.com. Send us your pictures, right? So these are the things that have a chance to go into the yearbook. So PS Yearbook, write it down, psyearbook@outlook.com.
Yes, thank you,
Carmela
Carmela Kraft.
is our yearbook chair. She is gathering these pictures. She will be putting together our yearbook for us. But some moms sometimes take the best pictures, right? It's hard when they're walking by and they're in movement. But you're gonna get them in their best, right? When their makeup's not all askew, their hats are still on, right? So you're gonna get all of your kids looking great. Concerts, we've got concerts coming up, right? We're gonna be going to the Colt Bowl, you'll have your color on. So think about when you're taking pictures of your kids, send them to the PS Yearbook, because sometimes it looks super cute, and you'll love to see them in the yearbook. You'll have that forever. So remember, psyearbook@outlook.com. That is our yearbook alias. Send us your pictures, and you might see them in the yearbook. That is 11. I've hit 11 twice, so I have got it. All right, so that's everything we have going on. So it's a lot of reminders. Again, the big things for this week is going to be the Colt Bolts. You will always get much more information. Check your Tuesday mail, check your teachers. Your teachers are great sources of information for a lot of the information that's coming home.
You
Yes,
will,
go ahead.
and you will all get your first PTG newsletter this week. So if you don't receive that in an email, or you haven't received an email today reminding you about this, then you should let us know, because then you're not on our email list.
Just a few things I wanted to touch on about the Colt Bolt, some questions that we've had on Facebook. We've had parents ask, how do I know who's donated for my child online? That is something that we can track and have to track, because we reward the classrooms who have raised the most money.
And the children.
And the children per se. So, no, we do.
Well, they get a prize.
Right.
For...
So that is something we're tracking. If you do have a question about that, and you don't want to wait till the end, we can answer that question. Just email us at our PTG account. We'll be glad to let you know what donations have come in for your child. Also, another question is, well, do I send in one check? Do I send in multiple checks? Easiest way for us is one check, but we're not going to complain if you're sending in multiple checks. So that said, make sure that everything you send in has your child's name on it. We need to know where the money goes, so the kids get rewarded for the donations that they've got. So those were just a couple questions that have been asked on Facebook. Go ahead.
When we make the sign up genius donation, do we still need to fill anything out and send it into the classroom?
No.
No. So the question was, if you do the Sign Up Genius donation, do you have to send in the form to the classroom? And the answer is no.
Because that would be a duplicate, essentially.
Okay.
So
It makes
what we do is,
Paid or not
right.
paid or whatever on there, and I thought,
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Some people have done that, but I mean, we end up catching it because it ends up being a duplicate. So some people will write, so if you did it online, your child, grandchild, niece, nephew will get credit for that money. And then that tally goes in combination with whatever you sent in. We have people that do both. You know, there's people that live out of town. That's totally fine. You don't have to do one way entirely, but everything does get calculated. And if you have questions about what is currently, just email us. We'd be glad to help.
That paid, just to be clear, that paid, unpaid column is kind of for you, because some people go and knock on their friends or neighbors' doors, and they write one check for all of it because grandma said she's going to give $10, but maybe she hasn't given it yet. It's really not for us.
One more thing. Sorry, one more thing. There was a question about homeroom leads, and I just wanted to let anyone who's not a homeroom lead know that homeroom leads have been assigned, and all of their information of who is doing what party has come back to me. I'm hoping that the entire PTG community will see something by Friday, if not Monday, because Halloween volunteers need to prepare, and we understand that. So be on the lookout for an email coming from your lead homeroom with the schedule of when you are scheduled to come in. And if you guys have any questions, always feel free to ask. No, I'm good to go. Everything will be electronic. Does anyone have any other questions? Go ahead.
I have a Tuesday mail question. I don't know if that was this before, but is it possible to add things in, like when we have a grand day off? Asking for a friend who almost
So the question was, can we add things into
Asking for
Tuesday
friends.
mail such as
Such as what?
as days off?
They're leaving early, Act 80.
That's something
Right.
that we can ask the administration when we get a moment.
Right.
But
We're getting nods of yes. So this is good.
We'll bring that up at our next.
Right.
Good question.
When the bus
No, I
doesn't show
know,
up.
there needs to be like a calendar where you can just
Right.
see everything. It gets to be
How
a
many
little
kids
much.
did you drive?
But we'll work on that tomorrow.
There is.
Anybody
Put
else?
3 of them? Oh.
Are there any more Facebook questions?
There we go. We're gonna check if we're asked any more questions.
I don't think I see this.
We feel good? Oh, the one other thing that we want to add for Spiritware, so this has come up, make sure you fill out your form completely. There's a lot of information on that form.
And
Your money,
needs to come in.
everything has to come in. So if you're sending in your form, make sure you send in your check. Please write neatly if you're writing. We know sometimes we don't always write the neatest, right? Where an N can be an R, I even do it, right? So make sure you're as neat as possible if you are going to physically write the form and send in a check, and go from there. Go ahead. It has to be turned in by the same date as the Colt Bowl. So it's the October 12th.
So everything is due for the Spiritware. It is October 12th. Unfortunately,
When's it coming
it
back?
is the same day as the Spiritware. Normally, it takes anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks, depending on the amount of the order. So depending on the size and who orders what online, everything will still come to us, and we will take care of distributing it to you all. We usually do not send that stuff home on the school bus with the kids because it's too much. But
Right.
you can also order online at the steelcitycreations.com website. There are more options available for you as what you can purchase online. But it is usually 2 to 3 weeks. Okay?
So end of October-ish, beginning November.
Just make sure the most important thing on there is your child's name and your phone number. You wouldn't believe how many order forms I get with just the name. The bottom part is filled out and then there's nothing else. So it's really hard for me to track. It's not like I have access to the administration's page. So, thank you.
Good questions. Anybody else? Anybody have anything they want to add? Feeling good? All right, Facebook community, thank you all for tuning in live with
And
us
YouTube.
today. YouTubers,
We have
Like YouTube?
14 people.
14 people on YouTube. That's right, guys. Thank you. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't. Subscribe. Everybody have a lovely evening. We'll break out. If you have questions about Colt, please come over.